Have you ever stopped to wonder why your life feels quieter than most? Why it seems like everyone else is surrounded by people, laughter, invitations, and endless messages, while your own phone stays still, barely lighting up? At first, that silence feels like absence, like something important is missing. You start to question yourself. Am I doing something wrong? Why do I feel left out? And slowly, loneliness starts to whisper lies. That maybe you're failing where others are succeeding. That maybe something about you pushes people away. But what if I told you that your solitude is not a punishment, it's a message? Not a curse, but a clue. Not a weakness, but a sign of strength. Because sometimes the quietest lives belong to the deepest souls. And those who seem to walk alone are often walking the furthest. Today, we're going to uncover a truth that society rarely speaks of. That having fewer friends, or sometimes none at all, isn't evidence that you're broken. It's proof that you are rare. Stay until the end, because the final reflection will forever change how you see your own solitude. Albert Einstein once said that solitude was essential for his creativity. He needed silence, a sacred space to think, to dream, to see clearly. When surrounded by too much noise, he lost that clarity. The same clarity that gave birth to his genius. And long before him, the Stoics taught the very same lesson. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." He believed that a person who is at peace with themselves is never truly alone. Epictetus reminded his students to guard their circles carefully, because the wrong company corrupts character faster than you realize. And Seneca, the wise Roman philosopher, often warned that it's better to walk alone than to follow a crowd rushing toward emptiness. If history's brightest minds found strength in solitude, then maybe your quiet path isn't a flaw, but a reflection of your depth. Let's explore 4 powerful insights that reveal what the lack of friends really means, and why it might be one of the clearest signs that you are building a life of real strength. Insight 1. Depth doesn't thrive in shallow waters. Think about the last time you tried to talk about something meaningful, about purpose, peace, or self-growth, with people who only live for gossip or distraction. The conversation probably fell flat, didn't it? Your words felt heavy for their surface. That mismatch can feel isolating, but it's not rejection, it's redirection. It's life showing you that you're not meant to live on the surface. When your thoughts are deep, shallow circles will never feel like home. Many people bond easily because their relationships ask for nothing, just laughter, convenience, and escape. But if you crave honesty, loyalty, and authenticity, you won't fit in easily. And that's not a weakness. It's evidence of a higher vibration. You're not distant, you're discerning. And being rare means you can't be everywhere at once. Insight 2. Solitude is the training ground of self-mastery. Why do most people fear being alone? Because silence forces them to face themselves. They run toward constant noise, not because they love company, but because they fear what might surface in the quiet. But if you can sit in silence, if you can face your thoughts without flinching, that is strength. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." He meant that the path of growth often looks strange to others. When you choose solitude over empty company, people may call you antisocial or distant, but you're not running from the world. You're learning to master your inner one. You're anchoring peace from within. Ask yourself, who is truly free? The one who needs noise to feel alive, or the one who can sit in silence and still feel complete? Solitude isn't punishment. It's practice for inner strength, focus, and freedom. Insight 3. Quality always outweighs quantity. Picture 2 tables. At one, 20 people talk loudly, laugh at hollow jokes, and share moments that vanish the moment they're over. At the other, there's just one person, but every word exchange is genuine, every silence feels safe. Which table would you rather sit at? Seneca wrote, "Associate with those who will make you better." He understood that the true value of friendship isn't in numbers, but in nourishment. A single honest companion can light your world brighter than 100 superficial connections. So if your life looks quiet, if your contact list is short, don't see that as emptiness. See it as refinement. You are filtering out the noise. You are refusing to sell your energy cheaply. You're not missing people. You're making space for the right ones. Insight 4. The right people appear in the right season. Nature never rushes. Flowers bloom in their own time. Fruit ripens only when it's ready. Yet we, impatient and restless, expect friendship to appear instantly, as if the right souls could be summoned on demand. But you can't force alignment. You can only be authentic. When you stay true to your values, those values become a light, and slowly, those meant for you are drawn to it. If you dim your brightness just to fit in, the people who would truly appreciate your light may never even see you. But if you stand firm, even in solitude, the right hearts will find you. So, what does a lack of friends really mean? It means you have standards. It means you've outgrown chaos disguised as company. It means you're building something deeper than popularity. You're building peace. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. The next time you feel the sting of isolation, remember this. Einstein's solitude created genius. Marcus Aurelius' solitude birthed serenity. Seneca's solitude inspired wisdom. And Epictetus' solitude forged discipline. Great souls are rarely understood at first glance. Depth recognizes depth, but slowly. So in the meantime, build yourself. Strengthen your body. Expand your mind. Feed your soul. Let solitude be your forge, where resilience and clarity are formed. Because when the right people come, they won't be rescuers of your loneliness. They'll be companions of your wholeness. They won't ask you to shrink or pretend. They'll meet you where your soul already stands. And those bonds, rare and real, will be worth more than 1,000 names in your contact list. Remember, the lack of friends in your life is not proof that you're unworthy. It's proof that you refuse to settle, that your light burns too brightly for shallow places, that you know peace and solitude is greater than chaos and company. So walk your path with dignity. Don't chase what doesn't feed your soul. Don't confuse being surrounded with being fulfilled. And never forget, it's far better to stand alone in truth than to sit in a crowd built on lies. If this message spoke to you, here's what to do. Subscribe to Stoic Spring to grow stronger, calmer, and wiser every single day, like this video, so it reaches someone who needs this reminder. Write in the comments, I value quality over quantity. That will tell me you stayed until the end, and that you're ready to walk the path of strength, clarity, and peace.